You know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Oh, more chaos on Capitol Hill. Personal attacks and theatrics exploded at a House Oversight Committee hearing last night. As you just heard, it started after Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene insulted Representative Jasmine Crockett, calling her eyelashes fake.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a part
I'm
of the.
trying to find clarification on what quality.
Chairman, motion to strike those
I had no idea
words.
what you just said.
Well, joining us now, Chief Legal Analyst to break this down, Khalif Rhodes.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about here, but I mean, if you just watch it, Brian put it into context exactly what happened. I mean, it's just uncomfortable.
Real Housewives of Capitol Hill.
That's what I said earlier.
Yes.
I did say that.
I don't know anything else to say, but I mean, you see this on YouTube videos in other countries, you know, with folks fist fighting in their elected officials' capacity, people, you know, making crazy comments, doing videos about other folks. But I'm not sure how we got here as a country, but that was, you know, very hard to watch. For sure, Taylor Greene with her comments started and sparked this entire episode. And so then at some point she was asked that her comments be struck from the record, with AOC asking for that, because there are rules within the House and specifically within that committee that you can't do personality attacks, specifically coming at face to face with another individual making an attack on anything about their person. And so the problem and what led to even further chaos was the Chair Comer, deciding to say that it wasn't a personality attack. And that's why you had Crockett asking for clarification and then taking her jab at her in the process of asking for clarification. All things rise and falls on leadership. Once you recognize that this whole thing was getting out of order, Comer should have said that it was a personality attack and taken over. Because he didn't, everything spiraled out of control.
Yeah, you're talking about procedure and what is the proper procedure in this, but also how did we get here? I mean, there's part of this is like this is designed to destroy the faith and confidence in our government actions. Lately.
So I can say this, and this is the part that is problematic. And so the Republican Party has systematically placed these types of individuals in the Oversight Committee. I mean, because they have sent the Biden administration in more than any other time in congressional history more challenges to the way that he's attempting to govern and rule this country. Think about it. Taylor Greene, back in when she first got there, said she's the leading voice for the MAGA voice in Congress. Paul Gauger out of Arizona said he had a video of him decapitating and executing AOC on his website. Then he deleted it. Out of my home state, Pennsylvania, Scott Perry, he said he played a role in attempting to overthrow the government. And then Laura Boebert has a history of racist and Islamophobic remarks. These are all folks that are in that committee. And so you're sending people in there that you know want to combat, that you know want to go in there for this fight, like they would say, that want all of the smoke. And because you have placed those people that want that type of engagement, you're not getting any work done. The Oversight Committee is actually supposed to do oversight, but they're not doing anything in there but having back and forth battles about procedure that seems to be out of place and out of touch.
I can't wait till class comes back in style, but we are in definitely a polarizing time right now. So my question to you is, when you see something like this, I mean, it is uncomfortable. Any way you watch it, you can't even laugh about it because it's just so shocking. But how do we get back together, even though you have two different, obviously, personality, size, and everything? How do you come back together?
Stop electing folks that are not fit for the office. I mean, I'm not here to tell folks how to vote. But what I do recognize is the middle portion of politics has been gutted out. Until we find a way to govern from the middle, like probably in the 80s and the 90s, then we will never get back to there. Because we are so polarizing, people are attached to these strongman type of folks. You are seeing what's happening to Johnson right now. Speaker Johnson is attempting to do the nasty C word, compromise. And because of that, he's getting attacked by his own party on multiple ends. So then the Democrats have to come in and do what? Defend him. Back in the day, that was what politics was. You give a little bit, I give a little bit. We both go home hurt.
And it wasn't too long ago. It was like
right.
that.
We both go home hurt, but we both go home happy. Right now, and everyone's going home hurt. And the American people are being hurt in this entire process. So how do we get back there? You vote not just the way you feel, but ensuring you vote for folks that will get the job done. Not look for sound bites, not look for clickbait, but actually go there to do the work of the people.
Yeah.
All right, Khalif Rhodes, thank you.